today we're going to do an area of trapezoids. So you first learned about trapezoids with Mrs. Fowler last week when you were looking at all the different types of quadrilaterals. So as a refresher, a trapezoid has two bases, which we call B sub 1 and B sub 2. The height of a trapezoid is the distance between the bases. So think back to when we did area of parallelograms and area of triangles. Remember what the height had in both of those. Always have to look for that right angle. So if I have a trapezoid this would be my base, and this one would be my base, and here would be my height. So remember, B sub 1 and B sub 2 are your bases, and H is the height. Okay, so once you identify where the height is, which is always going to have that right angle, on either side of that, whatever connects those are the bases. Sometimes they're going to give you extra numbers that you won't need. So to find the area of a trapezoid, you take and you add your two bases, times it by your height, divide it all by 2. Okay, so add your bases, times your height, divide by 2. So let's look at some examples. So here's my trapezoid. So I'm given a trapezoid with measurements 5 inches, 7 inches, and 12 inches. For my formula, I need 3 different things. I need base sub 1, base sub 2, and my height. So base sub 1, base sub 2, and your height. For your bases, it doesn't matter which one you put as base 1 and which one you put as base 2. So first thing I want to identify is I want to find that right angle, and I want to find my height. So my right angle is right here because it has that little box with it. So I know this equals 90 degrees. So my height would be 7 inches. So then I look at my height and it connects to this line and this line. So those are my two bases. So base 1 is 5 inches, base 2 is 12 inches. Now I can plug it into my formula. Base sub 1, so 5 plus base sub 2, which is 12, times it by your height, which is 7, divided by 2. Order of operations tells me I have to do my parentheses first. So I'm taking 5 plus 12 first. So 5 plus 12 gives me 17. Keep my 7 divided by 2. Okay. So since I have dividing and multiplying, I'm going to do multiplying first. So on my calculator, I'm going to take 17 times 7 and get 119. So I'm going to write that down. Take 119. I still haven't divided by 2 yet, so make sure you don't forget that. So now I'm going to take 119 divided by 2 to equal 59.5. My label was inches, and when I'm finding area, it's square. So my final answer for the area of this trapezoid would be 59.5 inches squared. Okay, let's try another one. So here's another trapezoid. I'm given 8 centimeters, 11 centimeters, 14 centimeters. Again, I want to identify my base 1, base 2, and my height. So I want to find my height first, looking for the right angle. So my height would be 8 centimeters. I look on either side of that, and I know I have 11 centimeters, 14, so those are my 2 bases. Again, it doesn't matter which one I plug in for base 1 or base 2. Using my formula, base 1 plus base 2. Base 1 is 11, so 11 plus base 2, which is 14, times your height, which is 8, divided all by 2. Parentheses first, so 11 plus 14. If you need to on your calculator, you shouldn't need it though. 11 plus 14 gives me 25. Keeping that in parentheses, times 8 divided by 2. I times first, so I'm going to take 25 times 8. I'm going to get 200. So 200 divided by 2 gives me 100. My label should be centimeters squared. So the area for this trapezoid is 100 centimeters squared. Let's try a few more. So let's look at this trapezoid. So I'm given 4 meters, 2.5 meters, 4.8 meters, base 1, base 2, and height. So height, looking for the right angle. Here's my right angle, so I look to the side. I know my height is 4. The 2 sides that connect it, 2.5, 4.8. So base 1, base 2. Plug it into your formula. So we're taking 2.5 plus 4.8, timesing it by my height, which is 4, dividing all of that by 2. Parentheses first, so on my calculator, I'm doing 2.5 plus 4.8 to give me 7.3, keeping that in parentheses still, times 4 divided by 2. So I'm taking 7.3 times 4 to get 29.2 divided by 2. So I should have 14.6. Looking at my label, meters squared. I've got 1 foot, 0.5 foot, and 0.3. Again, labeling my bases, base 1, base 2, and my height. Looking for my height first, I find my right angle, so my height is 0.3. Looking on either side of that, I know one base is 1 and the other one is 0.5. Let's plug it into the formula. 1 plus 0.5 times 0.3 divided by 2. 1 plus 0.5 first, so 1 plus 0.5. Keep that in parentheses, so 1.5 times 0.3 divided by 2. On my calculator, I'm taking 1.5 times 0.3, getting 0.45, dividing that by 2, and I get 0.225. Looking at my label, it's feet squared. Alright, let's try 2 more. Seven feet, 15.6 feet, and 8 feet. Base 1, base 2, height. Base 1, base 2, height. Which one do I want to find first? Remember, I always want to look for my right angle, so I know it's 8 feet is my height. Base 1, base 2 connect to my height, so here's 7 feet and 15.6 feet. Plugging it into my formula, base 1 plus base 2 times your height, divided all by 2. Base 1 plus base 2, that should go in parentheses, times your height, which is 8, divided by 2. Use your calculator. So we're taking 7 plus 15.6, which gives me 22.6, keeping it in your parentheses, times 8 divided by 2. So on my calculator, I'm going to take 22.6 times 8 to give me 180.8 divided by 2. 180.8 divided by 2 will give me 90.4. Looking at my label, feet squared. Alright, last one. This one's a little bit trickier. Just draw the picture the best you can. I know it's not going to be perfect. So sometimes it can be flipped on its side. So, still need to find my base 1, base 2, and my height. Looking for my right angle, so I know my height is 2. Connecting that would be my 1.1, so base 1, base 2 would be 3.4. Add my bases together, 1.1, add them together, 1.1 plus 3.4, that should be in parentheses, times your height, which is 2, divided by 2. So on your calculator, 1.1 plus 3.4 will give you 4.5. Keep it in parentheses, times 2, divided by 2. 4.5 times 2 will give me 9, divided by 2. 9 divided by 2 gives me 4.5. Looking at my label, centimeters squared. Your assignment for tonight. Worksheet, skills practice. You still have some time, so you need to get to work.